driven by me, and this is tonight we will continue when we left off. And for yesterday, I forgot about this, the limited time free asset on fab.com. So that's I'm trying to not forget, but I forgot because I didn't check my email where I set up my notifications. So as usual, you would go to the fab.com. Let's just so you know where to look at, and then you would go to limited time free there. It's the first that I would guess. It's for now. Now you right click on each of them. So we have Magi, GN Library, Load Set, Space Cruiser Defender. Let's test the chat first. Let's test the chat. Activate the chat. Now test my bum.
Test my bum. Test my bum.
Okay. Now this looks fine. It would be 40 building props, nice. 53 interior and mystical props, nice. And it's 5 to 12 people rated 5 stars. And trailer, playable demo. That's a trailer. My ad block isn't working. Don't know why. So it seems to be not so realistic. Color are very saturated. That's fine. A bit stylized project. Oh, it could be realistic too. Let's see now. It's just a bit saturated for realism. Yeah, it's fine. Bit fine. There are not. Maybe it lacks variation. The wood I was looking at the roughness. Looking at is it looks so all the props there under this if it is there are 18 blueprints which are visual scripting. It's not the it's fine when you want to share it like that and easy to modify, but it's more intensive on the when you can do it in C++. It saves them, but you need to test. Like you optimize only when you have data about why it is lagging. Okay. So what you would do is you click there, you pick the professional. Be sure to pick the professional. That way you can use it for your game. And check the license of course, because now it's as you can see, there's a limit. Oh, over. Okay, over is fine. So yeah, it's over 100k. So you could add to that way we get them all in one shot, and we can check if we made a mistake. So there is a 3D rotation sketchfab test. Oh, it's Unity. Let's get sketchfab. Unity. Oh, it's not the Unity symbol. Those are just 3, 4, no, 3, 1, 2, 3. Are not like 2000 there. They are just, I know names. Oh, it's a bit stylized. Take in consideration that it will not fit with realistic. It seems to be VR friendly more than, because as you can see, the money is like a blob of a texture blob. Would be good for mobile and VR. Lobby professional at the cart. Now the last one is a ship with the cockpit. Looks nice. Flash. YouTube PU. Oh, that's not me. Wookie is angry at the door. Yay, doggles. Yeah, it looks nice. It's not like the super best, but it's really good. Quite, yeah, just enough. It's not under the line where I would say it's bad. It's up the line where I could use it. It's not like the top. It's quite, it's enough. Some might be modifiable. Like this wall is weird. The color is a bit weird, the contrasts, but that's the guy who did the cinematic. Like the dark is too dark and it's flashy a bit, but that's a style. The all the chisel are weird a bit. They are like how to say? This seems like not like a super. This chisel is better there. Than the rest we saw. Seems better. Okay, let's begin. No, add to cart. Go there. Check out. Oops. Don't forget to check if you really picked the right thing. So view cart. Now you check professional, personal. So now I did the right thing. to check, and it was yeah, you understand why I do this now. Okay, professional. Refresh. Professional checkout. I probably got some personal stuff at the beginning, and I'm a bit angry at myself, you know. I know that they added this part like this year when they merged with Fab, when Epic went with Fab. Okay, that is done. Let's get to it. So the lips were a bit reddish, too much red. So let's see. In the blasted scene, let's go in the non-blast. What was my roles? What were the weapons? HATRI. System, pose, library, readable, empty. Where is the rotate? It's not even activated. You control alt left mouse. Okay. So she's a bit whitey. Here's my so smooth is boot. My boot is there. Where is the other two boot? Where is my other boot brush? Simulation. Give me my boot routine. Use a library. Thank you. Spook this out. Spook this out. So skin is like not just skin, everything is a bit weird. To show you this is that yeah, that's fine to have the yellow there, but skin has any color, anything. So let's pick your spoot brush and spoot that out. Everywhere where you didn't paint anything, skin has all the books. Just that the it's the beige tone that is reflected back mostly. There are greens, there are blues, there are purples. First thing, we cover everything with a bit of green, other, especially for stylizing duplicate. You can go without. I forgot daily iteration. Okay. Yes. Okay. So some spoot where you cannot see because you might have too much compression in the YouTube and Twitch compress the video, and OBS compress it, especially OBS. First, one thing I mentioned yesterday that by showcasing the live stream in French, I didn't tell you yesterday. I was talking about the Bible again. Yeah, there are. Because when the Genesis ends, not the book, but the first day the creation ends, there is an angel waiting for inside the garden, and he says they are God like us. What does it mean? Angels like they are gods like us. Sit there. This is there. Search. Oh. Big. I guess it won't be translated in English. I will try to find it then. Then 1 it should be like 1 3. Be like 1. Disable. Let's click on the very end. Select at the end. And station cherubim. I don't remember where it is. Oh, one of us. Who is us? Then the Lord said, Behold, the man has become like one of us, doing good and evil, life, and lives forever. One of us? Is that now you us? Which person among the real or from out of separated from us or from us? I don't know what it means. Dead out of come to pass to become united out of. Sometimes you have to check each letter what it means, because it will be made no third person, first person word, third person singular, and it is often locally pronounced many is singular. Okay, that's fine. I leave it to this. But sometimes you could check like the prefix. Prefix. You need to check the right prefix. Prefix, no. Oh, that's why they read one of us. So when you click like this word there, it would give variation strong. You read there are variation with different prefix and suffix. So none of them except one that has the same at, 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 not everyone the same at. So mostly of us, okay, this is the same. So it means that if you could look at the mechanical relation, at it was 22. This can I get 3 22? Send him Yahweh Elohim from the garden. Is that 22? You say, yeah, Yahweh Elohim. Am I at the right place? With the 3. 22. Okay, yeah. It could mean both mean one of us, or like one of him. Speaking of the serpent. Well, yeah, that's. I thought that was more simpler to understand this sentence, but it's more complicated. But if you look like Seraphim, what's it the word they used? This is a special 3D course. Yeah, it's just cherubim. It's not the same. But Seraphim Bible. It's mean to burn, but it also means serpent in some kind of way. They depict them as seraphim, twains, archaeology. Yeah, they're like out there. They are with legs. Explanation. It's not the right one. Judy. It's another name at that time than Judea. It was Canaan. Okay, I think. I don't remember. They are quaint with seraphim on them, and it's like little snake with wings. It's not important. So that's what I almost went into scholarship. At one point, I was wondering, should I do some Bible scholarship? Not in the Christian sense, but in the academic sense. So I was good at looking. I like looking at etymologies, old languages, what it means, what things they wanted to say, what they meant. Let's put at least every this will give realism. See at the end. Don't be scared. Follow the guide. He's not crazy. Scared. The guide is teaching. Step in. and space, and there is a plane. You don't see. Step in. That should be a short. See, it's easy. It's really easy. Feel like a prodigy. Let's put some orange thing. Okay. See, you might not see, but there is a slight change. Very slight. As you can see, it's already starting to look something is going on. Like a recipe. They like that then they salt they with their skin. Another guy, so Prometheus, created the first humans, painted them with away all together, paint the play. The initial clay, they would become sentient, intelligent, and call you what is your gender? She ate some spaghetti. That's why it's splattered. Oh, I forgot. I'm a stupid. Really stupid. I forgot this. It said, you will see now, cannot work. And let's control S. Does not work. Need to apply the shish kebab. Okay. It's opening. Stupid. That's why she was full of spaghetti. So she shakes. But she still has some spaghetti sauce. Splatter more spaghetti everywhere. Just follow your guts. Feelings pop out of your mouth. Spaghetti bowl. Play with the spaghetti bowl. Like a cat with playing with the food. It could be spaghetti. Just do this like that. Put some color everywhere. As you can see, it's starting to look some kind of shape. So This one, yeah, is stronger. It's like the angel that is louder than the others. You need to don't need that. Gets over and ruled other angels. Seems they're really biblical. It does not exist. It exists in the mouth of Christian rebelling angel. They quote Job, but in Job, the angel named Satan is not named as a name. His name is another, means the adversary in the court. They are in job. They are calling like a court with so it does not say a court, but it's similar to a court where someone judge and you have an adversary. That how they did in time. I couldn't find where we let this. It's like a court where the appoint an angel because the adversary, Satan in Hebrew, Shatan in Hebrew. I smoothed this part. I should have. Don't smooth. Don't smooth. Yeah, and the other thing the Christian would quote to praise Satan, they would quote Jesus, of course, but Jesus says the word, the Hebrew word, or use other deity of that time, like Beelzebub, but not Jesus. But people around Jesus would use the name of other gods. Baal Zebub, the king, the lord of flies, because Baal was a god, and they would add a fly. Like Baal is like means the Lord, just like Jesus. They say Jesus is the Lord. In Hebrew, you can say Jesus, Baal Jesus. You say Jesus, the Lord Jesus. In Hebrew, Yahshua, Baal Yahshua. So Baal was a god called the Lord. So the syncretism with Christianity was to name Jesus Baal. And it would quote Satan from Jesus, but Jesus meant, yeah, you are my adversary. Anyone saying it didn't, the meaning of Satan as a name was not a thing until later in humanity. Later. At the time of Jesus, it didn't exist as a name, it was an adjective. And both these use the fallen angel show, I don't know, the fallen angel is, if you read the text, it's not about an angel, it's about a Babylonian king. Go back and read the text. And go forward. Well then, go. To this question, yeah. Son of the evening, morning, and the dusk, son of the and this is what they quote to say the Bible talks about Satan, how the Christian create evil characters that they named false dichotomy. So in the ancient Greek listed many ways to identify when sophists were trying to influence people, because sophists were paid to influence people, and one way was the false dichotomy. The false dichotomy, I think, came later, like in modern time, but it's one of the way of manipulation that goes along with it's either us or the bad. It's either the good or the bad. That way you make sure someone picked the good thing. And this is seen in many religions where family wants their family member to think the same thing, so they say it's either the bad or the good. If you pick the bad, you're bad, you go away. If you pick the good, you can stay and follow our rule. But it does not apply to religion only, it applies in politics. It's known to be a fallacy, a false dichotomy. It's a manipulation, unconscious manipulation technique. False dilemma is the same. Oh, this one is good. I think it's this one.
Media, or you want all puppies to... Either you stop watching the lamestream media, or you want all puppies to die! Makes sense, right? No? Good, because it shouldn't. It's a common manipulation technique called a false dichotomy, or a false dilemma. It's designed to make you think you only got 2 choices to choose from, when in reality, there are more. As with our little dilemma at the beginning, there's no...
So, look at this video if you want to know more what it is, but it's when someone say, you would do the same mistake I often did, and just sometimes I write text and I say, oh, I'm writing a false dichotomy right there to convince people to say that my idea is the best. It's a mistake we all do often. Want to see, why is the 14? How can I pick it? 14, 12. Let's go to this one. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, Lucifer, they would say. This is what I want, but I want the... Yes. 14, 12. Oh, you fallen from heaven, oh day star, son of the dawn, you have been cut down to the ground, oh destroyer of nations. You said in your heart, I will ascend to the heaven, I will rise to my throne above the star of God, I will sit on the mountain, and then the Christian will say, this is Satan. It's one of the thing. But if you read the text, that does not talk about Satan at all. They pick this, knowing that people don't read the Bible, their followers don't read the Bible, so the apologists pick one part and then they say this is Satan, and then they create a monster. And then they put tricks on to keep this monster alive by saying like the Satan trick citation. Exist. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was to convince the world that it didn't exist. In the angel that I suspect. But I guess it's older than that. And the answer to this is what was the name? He's a writer who writes really weird stuff. Christmas skeleton. I don't remember his name. I think it's from him. Oh. It's not Tim Burton. It's not Christmas, Nightmare Before Christmas, but it's another guy, a writer. Or why do you enter? Exist. Yeah. Terry Thatcher, something like that. I don't remember his name. Cannot find it. Might be blocked if I show it, but it's a scene from a movie, a weird movie, and a girl asks the angel of death, why do humans create things that do not exist? It says like he answers, because how can you create something if it does not exist? People create things, but they created from something that do not exist. So now the Christians are locked into a process of creating a monster, because the thing is like the quote I saw tell you. But how do you create something that does not exist? It's by mentioning things like that you create something that does not exist. The beginning of creation is by first putting together the words, like we put together words to create this character. So it is the same with monster Christian creates. So who say that is bad, that is good. And if you pick what is bad, then you will suffer. You will not be in my family. You will not. I cannot give you goods. I cannot be a Jesus for you because you picked the bad. I cannot be generous. I cannot give the other cheek because you picked the bad. The book said.
Best viewers on streamboot.com. Remove the space. B8Q3
Thank you, Sir Cloven. I will report you. I will report you to Twitch. Sir Cloven. I don't know why they lose their time. I have no viewer that will read this slash ANT. Cloven. Report. Spam. Jan, that Watson, URL. Thank you. We'll lock this user notes. Thank you, Mr. Sir Cloven. In peace. What is missing is some blue. Don't smooth this. The important part is the variations. Smooth. Smooth someplace by inadvertencies. It's not a word. I don't think intentionally. Not sure in English. So the yellow will work on the later. What next? Good idea. Oops, it's strong. It's stronger than yellow. Yes. Still weakest. Purple is the one. It's the yes, like violet. The gray, X-ray, because the undulation is stronger, and the yellow undulation is weaker. So when you go into this section, the undulation is very tight, so there is more information in one pocket of light than this wave, which is larger. That's the violet catastrophe of violet catastrophe. Violet catastrophe. It doesn't say what I said, but I think it has something to do with it. Now it shows like the yellow at the wrong place. It's like on the peak. As you can see, red. Red is if you look at the color wavelength, you can see red is larger, and when you go to the violet, the wavelength is shorter. And this is, I think it's a link to the violet catastrophe, because when they grow the marbles, it's hard to explain. Every time I try to find some explanation, it's really hard. It's the experiment that caused this catastrophe. Experiment. Yeah, that started the whole thing. It's an experiment with the. Oh yeah, this guy is good. Action Labs. Let's hit this ad.
I'm going to be showing you how to make black body radiation, and then I'm going to be using that to show you that energy states are actually quantized, meaning that energy can't take on any value specifically, but it only has specific values that it can be. So this is my theoretical black body. What this is, it's a body that absorbs 100% of the radiation that hits it. So it absorbs everything. Now the thing with black body radiators like this is that they look black at room temperature. But if you heat them up, they don't actually look black. So I'm going to heat this up to at least 750 degrees Celsius. So what we'll see is it start to turn from black to a dark red to a brighter red. So it's going to start emitting visible light. Something that was black, we heat it up and it starts to emit a visible light. Okay, let's start heating it up. And you can see it change color. So look at it go from black, that dark red, to that brighter red. So this is extremely hot. So now that we know what a black body radiator is, let me show you how I made my black body radiator. This is just a box with a hole in it, painted black inside. So there's my hole. So any light that is coming into this is absorbed because it bounces around inside of the box, and it's very unlikely that that light will come out. So it almost absorbs anything that goes into it. There's a tiny little bit that escapes, but for all intents and purposes, this is a perfect black body radiator. And the way I heated it up is I stuck this black plate in here, this metal plate, and then I heated that up, and that is what we saw escaping here. So the only reason we could see anything coming out of it is because it was being heated from inside, and that light was able to escape outward. It turns out that no matter what your black body is made out of, if you heat it up, it will always glow at the same temperatures. Now, I wasn't able to get mine to a very high temperature. I probably got it to around 700 degrees Celsius. But if I could get it to a higher temperature, then it wouldn't just glow bright red anymore, but it would actually start to glow yellow and orange. And if I heat it up even more to around 1300 degrees Celsius, then it would become yellowish white. And the reason it starts glowing white at 1300 degrees Celsius is because you have red light, but then you added the medium range light, the mid-frequency light, and then you added the high-frequency light like blue light in there. So when you have the low, medium, and high-frequency light all together, that makes white light. You basically have the entire visible spectrum being emitted, and so it looks white. If you look at the entire electromagnetic spectrum, you'll notice that visible light is not where it ends. If you keep going up in energy, after visible light, you'll get to ultraviolet light. And from there, you'll even get to X-rays and then even gamma rays. So that would mean if we follow the same trend and we were to plot the intensity of light, intensity is related to energy. It's the energy per second per area. So this is the intensity of light versus the frequency. Then based on what we just saw, as you heat something up, the energy goes up. We would expect a plot that looks something like this. So basically, the more energy there is, the higher frequency of light that comes off of it. So according to classical mechanics, if we keep heating our blackbody radiator up, it should start to emit a lot of UV light and even X-rays and then gamma rays. But it turns out that's not actually what happens. This is what it actually looks like. So you can see that these two don't agree with each other. Classical physics predicted that the graph should look like this, but if you really measure it, it looks like this. So something is wrong here, and this is called the ultraviolet catastrophe. And the reason they named it that is because it would predict that if you just heat something up, you should see a lot of ultraviolet light coming off of it, when in reality you don't. So why is it that these two don't match each other? If you say that any atom in your blackbody radiator can have any energy, then you end up with an equation like this, which is B, which is just kind of another term for intensity. It's called spectral radiation. You have B equals the frequency squared times 2 times Boltzmann's constant times temperature over the speed of light squared. So this is the equation that makes your plot look like this, where it kind of just goes off into infinity. But then a physicist named Planck came along, and out of the blue, just to get his math to fit the realistic equation that looked like this, he said, well, what if we just don't let the atom have any energy that we want? What if it only has these quantized level of energy, so it can only have these certain energies? If we do that, then this equation becomes this equation. And it turns out that if you only let the energy of the atom have certain values, then what you end up with is a plot that matches real life instead of this fake thing where it just goes off into infinity. And this is now known as Planck's law. And it turns out he didn't have any real physical reason for doing this. He was just trying to get his equation to match what we see in real life. So before, they used to think that when a photon hit an atom, it caused the atom to vibrate kind of like a ball on a spring. It would just vibrate back and forth at any frequency. So they said that that ball could have any frequency. But then Einstein came along and he said, well, what's happening is the atom isn't actually vibrating. We know that the atom has a nucleus, and around it are some electrons. And when a photon comes in and hits the electron, it pushes the electron up to a higher energy state. And then that electron falls back down that energy state and releases that photon again. So Einstein was later able to prove the reason why we had to put those quantized numbers in the ultraviolet catastrophe. So this showed that the average amount that an electron can absorb can only be equal to kT, which is the average energy of the atoms. So what that means in real life is that when you heat something up, for example, when I heated my blackbody radiator up, at the temperature I was at, I mostly had red light coming off of it. But a few atoms were letting off UV light, but there definitely wasn't a lot of UV light coming off of it like classical physics would have predicted. So Planck said that energy is equal to some integer times h, which is called Planck's constant, times frequency. And n has to be a whole number. So n can be 1, n can be 2, n can be 3, but it can't be 1.1 or 1.123. It has to be a whole integer. So the reason we don't notice this on a large scale is because of how small this Planck's constant is. H is actually 6.63 times 10 to the negative 34 joule seconds. So this is an extremely small number. And what that means is that on a large scale, even though there all are these quantized energy levels, if you zoom out and look really far away, it basically just looks continuous. And thanks for watching another episode of the Action Lab. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe.
So, when I noticed there was something wrong with my model, and I had to restart everything at the beginning. And this is because I applied the multiverse there. You need to put the viewport level up to the last and then apply. I did. It was in 0 when I did, and it does all the level up. So now I need to restart everything. So yeah, don't forget to do this. Start. I put my green plus my brush is strong. Now what I was missing is this little dots. I noticed is what it was missing. It's important. It's little dot. Somewhat important. Go back in with the yellow, red, blue later on. Don't worry. We'll give realism. It's not for stylized. If you want to skip it, come back tomorrow. You can skip it if you are doing a stylized character and you have your the skin you want for it. Color usually stylized are more plain color or shades, simple shades. But in realism, we do this. As that skin and making all the color. Just let out the color we see after that. You look up close at your skin, see there are many variations. You cannot see like a single color. It's not like your screen. It's blue, red. Start this and I will make it fast because I need something purposes. I have to prepare my exam next week for next week exam. Selling pitch at the same day, for the same day. So it's not doing only, but I get it. I'm working it. So do it fast now. Not the strongest. Let's see, as we saw, wavelength that was very wide, but yellow feels that yellow is weaker than red. So, let's see. So we can see. Let's add some wet mix. Yeah, it lost something. It's seems we lose something. Persistence red density. Okay, that's our lifesaver. Pain rages. With density. Like we mix a bit iron. Let's check hardness. Wood mix. Yeah, it seems that wood mix breaks. Okay, it's like my butter color. What persistence lower? Yes, this one is good. This one low. This one high. Yes. Maybe less. Maybe this one lower. What is the radius doing? The outweight one. Let's try this. Hardness down. Density down. Much. I think one of them is make it more difficult. I guess it's either that. Yes. Then you can check copy my settings. Yes, that looks very good. You want to keep strength. You want it to show up as different points a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. What was the song? It was like song was like very weird music video, but I remember which one. Cringe video. I remember human younger cringe and awkward art. Say absurd humor. I was a big fan of absurd humor, but now it became like the younger generation humor. They are not. It's not the same anymore. But I can see the influence. We all tend to be more absurd when we are young. More absurd. But it's too bad all we will go over it later. Again. Let's take a look. And you can see it comes out really nice. Doesn't look as weird as well in the white room. Let's continue this madness. We could test with the colors and things. No. Big no. Same. Sunlight. Yes, turn it back to the sun. Sun is shining and the weather is wait, where is my Sputnik? I'm a lot. So thing. Let's go back to sleep. Time to lose. Let's go back to this long time. We'll see. Let's finish this up. Like just to cover most of it, we will get it better. We could like add some freckles. Something like this. But they are small. We could add them with the texture. In French we say beauty marks. Kind of beauty or beauty grains. Oh, that looks the here. We could make a face if we want to avoid this. Because yeah, I'm not sure if we pump, but we make larger spot. I think so. I think it's larger. Keep it like that. Control S. Now some purple haze. will be more support flow more blue with the veins on ripping veiny. It's strong. It's a bit of our light bluish there. Yeah, it's the first. Like there it is. It's more bluish. Especially if he has dark hair. As you can see, it fits well like a shape. So much, but we correct it. Now let's take a look. Control S. Yeesh. Far away. We will correct this. We will do some with this lighting later on. As you can see, it gives some realism. It might not be evident on a stylized character without the skin pores, but yeah, we will add skin pore at the end. As you can see, it's more like a real skin. A bit. Of course, there's an issue here and there that I overlooked, but just for the quick demonstration. Okay. Now let's go back to let's open our peer rep. We add a bit of everything. Go to the smoothie brush. This one. Can do face, but yeah, that would be hard. Sets. Also, the lips were too reddish. Let's see how they come out. Moving on this. They are too pinkish. And it's to become very dark, so keep it light. As you can see, like when we go, stop saying like there, this is more like real time that will show up like this in your engine. But already, so you see, it's darker. You can see it comes out really good. We need some correction, like the yellow pops out too much, the purple too much there, yellow too much there, purple too much there, blue too much there. It's almost there, almost there. Too much yellow. So that's the process. I might leave you to this before it gets too late for me to continue my studies, exam studies. You know now where I'm going towards with this. Yeah. That will be it for today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.